Good morning, magFAST. We're off to a little bit of a slow start here, but everything is looking good now. We have an exciting Saturday showcase for you, and joining us once again as a host, I want to throw it over to Kat to introduce our content for today and the runners. Take it away, Kat.
Yeah, hey everybody, welcome to the Saturday Showcase. Excited to see 9 viewers in chat already. Hope we can get more of your friends here so that we can keep the hype flowing. I'm your host for today's race, cat named Norris, as Taraj said, but more importantly, today we've got a huge Pokemon Crystal full item randomizer race between BadNewsNate and snowbear22, two masters of their craft. And on commentary for them, we've got none other than Urgate. So welcome to the three of them. Before they get their show started, let me just remind you that today's stream and every Saturday showcase to come is continuing the tradition of collecting donations for Child's Play charity. So if something happens that you want to celebrate, make sure to throw in a couple of bucks to that charity bucket. Leave us a fun message, and we will definitely try to read that out on stream for you. That out of the way, yeah, let me turn things over to our runners. Go ahead, gentlemen.
All right, Kat, thank you very much for that. And as Kat mentioned, welcome again to Pokemon Crystal Full Item Randomizer. It is a great pleasure to be back here on the magFAST channel. I am BadNewsNate, and we're again joined alongside with Snowbear.
Hello.
And then we have our commentator for this race, Urgate. Urgate will be kind of going over some of the guidelines in regards to what we're doing during this race and some of the requirements that we'll be doing.
Yes, sir.
All right, I think with that said, Snowbear, are you ready to go?
I am ready.
All right, Urgate, you ready?
Yep.
And
I'm gonna release you guys.
magFAST, get hyped. Here we go.
Yep. Okay. I'm just gonna quit the race time room, so.
Okay, and then once
There
that countdown hits 0, we will begin.
Mm-hmm.
And good luck, Snowbear. Let's have a great race.
Good luck.
Good luck to the both of you.
And off we go.
Okay. So, what are we doing today? We have full item randomizer. Defeat red. So this is extreme. We call this mode. Basically, all the item balls in the overworld given item. Most of the given items are randomized in a single pool. All the badges, key items, all that stuff. As you can see, we're starting with bike here. So just to... Oh, that's a great TM to start with. Okay, I guess we'll start with main hunting. First things first, both of them want something that can defeat Faulkner in the case that they don't get Squirt Bottle early and be able to kind of skip Violet City. Rock Smash gives level 15 encounters, so yeah, off to a good start.
Yeah,
So
we
the
also
important,
have...
yeah.
Yeah, we do have guaranteed catch on. The other thing
Okay.
is, you've noticed that we're biking inside, which is not something normally allowed.
Mm-hmm.
But we've told Oak, it's okay.
Yeah. You might be noticing right now, since both are getting encounters, that these things are gonna go by really fast. We have a little something called skip extra animations on this speed choice version of the Pokemon Crystal.
So it might be a little bit jarring, but don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll be just as confused as you are when we get hit by things and things don't die.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I think what both of them are gonna do, get these items, see what the Rock Smash encounters are. There are 2 of them, 90% and 10%. But the nice thing is this newest release guarantees an encounter there, unless you're higher level than use Repel. Yeah. So you guys might wanna defend yourself, so I don't actually spoil you guys.
It's okay.
On the road.
I think we're Just gonna accept that.
I don't know. Yeah. Ooh,
Not
interesting.
worth. It's not worth. I tried to go back for it. Saw
Totally not
something
worth
good. I saw something good. I wanted to go back for it,
Yeah.
but I don't think I'll
Yeah.
find it again.
Yeah, first stage is definitely getting a decent enough Pokemon to like be able to at least get through Faulkner, maybe even run the whole time. But after that, it's basically just search for progress. You're either gonna get Squirt Bottle or pass pretty early most of the time.
It's so sad we didn't get to start with the Pokeball.
Yeah. And another
Please.
thing also as well, I guess we should go ahead and explain the fly logic behind this. And again, we're using tournament settings. So what does that mean, Urgate?
Yeah, so Fly can't be behind the number of checks. First of all, it can't be behind the SS Aqua. So if it is in Kanto, you have to get a pass to get there. Second of all, you don't have to enter Route 44. So no going east there. Third thing is you don't have to enter Diglett's cave after waking up the Snorlax with all the 3 Pokegear ports. Fourth, you don't have to enter the gate to Pokemon League to before Victory Road, so it can't be on Victory Road. It also can't be like what we call backwards Kanto. So if you wake the Snorlax, that's blocking the
it's not
path
beyond
to
the
the
waterfall.
right.
It's
Yeah.
not beyond that waterfall.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you don't also have to fight Misty. So there is a situation where Machine Part quest could partially be in logic. That requires you to actually have Machine Part. And then it can be like vanilla expansion card or whatever. So, and also no entering Route 26. I think that covers the whole thing.
I think so. The main idea was to keep Fly, which is our main source of transportation, within reasonable bounds
Ooh,
without
okay.
too much backtracking.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay,
guess I
yeah,
will do this.
that will do.
Sounds
That
like there's
will
something good
definitely
here.
do. Now let's see if that was the 90% or 10%. Cause hunting for 10% is absolutely not worth it. That's
Pokemon may
bullshit.
break this. Pokemon may break this.
Yeah, you do need to teach Rock Smash. Yeah, there are modes that would also include all these berry trees. And also the items, hidden items, all that jazz. The
You'll notice that we
development
went to the
logic,
dark
but-
here, but you're actually not ever required to do things in the dark, without being able to light it up first.
Yeah, and those items obviously being required are both Flash and the Zephyr badge.
Most of the people honestly just ignore Flash logic though, since if you're in the area, you might as well.
Snowbear.
Just make sure you remember what you got from there, so you know if something else is maybe in logic later or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of this, like, Emo Tracker has great maps, so most of these places are really easy to navigate. Just bong into the walls and change direction.
Yeah, the trackers that you're both were both using for today's race is actually through Emo Tracker, and Emo Tracker actually has a lot of randomizer maps and stuff like that. Not just particularly with Pokemon, but with a bunch of other games as well.
Yeah,
And,
they're all little map packs, so they're really nice to have. People kind of individually work on these kind of things, and it's really nice. Shoutouts to Vice and Dithas and Dylan is my name for doing this. They were
Yeah.
based off of Storm Rider's key item tracker.
And these trackers are, like, this tracker especially makes it really easy, even if you don't know necessarily all the items. Like, item
Yeah.
pickups. It
So,
helps.
it is only for Windows, but
We do have some guys who actually just don't use tracker out of principle, but
I mean, it's
Oh, that's a
it's
Pokemon
a
fan.
visual tool. It's not.
Yeah,
It's not a requirement.
no. I reckon like we all could do it without, but obviously chances of forgetting something rise dramatically.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of these guys have that level 15 here, so
Yeah.
Falconer and
I was
Sprout
hoping-
Tower are gonna be
I
pretty.
I was hoping that there would be another good Pokemon. I could get the 10%.
Which one did you
Hmm.
get, if I may ask?
It's the same one as you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still good enough. I mean, what is the base speed on that Pokemon, if I may ask?
Very high.
High enough.
That's all you need to know.
Very high. Probably
Basically.
100 something. If I had to make a guess.
I want to see if somebody actually donates for Child's Play so that I could use the one move where you just wiggle your finger and a random move comes up.
So we have actually had a few donations already.
Ooh.
Oh, perfect. If you have a second, you can go ahead and read those off for us, please.
Yeah, the letter 10 donated $10.10. And following that, we had Frozen Fago with a $5 donation.
Ooh.
Don't forget, if you guys donate and you want me to read out a little bit more of a message or a shout out or just some sort of support to our speedrunners, just send me, Catnamed Norris, a DM on Twitch or highlight me in chat and I'll be sure to get that read out for you.
Awesome. Thank you very again, everybody, for donating to a great cause. Again, being Child's Play.
Yeah, we're only $19 from the $600 goal. We might have to bump that up a little bit.
Wow.
Mm.
It's exciting.
Well, I'm gonna have to say goodbye to Metronome. Unfortunately, I just learned a pretty good move.
Oh yeah, that's. I mean, it's not a great move on this poke, but it's a.
Well,
Great move in
it gives me
general.
cover. It gives me coverage at least.
Yeah. Gengar doesn't really have physical attack.
Yeah, and
Sludge Bomb, Sludge are great moves still, just in case of Blizzies.
yeah, I mean Shadow Ball is
Chances.
also good too, but even with
Yeah.
Gengar's physical attack, it still doesn't help.
Yeah, problem with Shadow Ball is it doesn't help with the main thing you want physical
Yeah.
move for.
Which is unfortunate.
But yeah, nothing much honestly here since like this is so easy for both of them.
Yeah, plus with having the level 15 to start off with, it's actually been pretty effortless up to this point.
Yep.
Are you serious? Okay. Something.
This is an outrage. Yeah, you actually do need to defeat Falconer to get out of Violet City if you don't get Squirt Bubble. The guy that
Oh, it's okay.
Miracle Seed guy down to Route 32 will actually block you if you haven't
Mhm.
defeated Falconer and picked up the egg from Elm's Aid. You do need to grab the egg.
Yeah.
Oh,
can.
come on.
Backtrack City. Yeah, there are options here. They could opt to ignore Dark Cave, ignore the red scale check, but this early, it's pretty bad to leave stuff behind. Like, obviously, they both want to get Storm Badge and Fly HM, and they could literally be any of these checks, so yeah. Saves coming is strat here, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of it as well, considering there are ways that you could actually save time by, not backtracking or whatnot.
Yeah, I know I myself, if Fly isn't really early, end up most of the time, like, my in-game time is gonna be like 10 minutes less than the real time.
I don't reset enough. That's my flaw.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to do unconventional strats. I might as well.
Unconventional, you say?
You already saw that I already save reset it once, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are, like, There was also bike shop item in Golden Road. That's most of the people will save reset always, since you get that pesky little phone call after. So
Sometimes people will reset the raid tower. Oh, I say before.
Yeah, there is also
tower,
that.
But honestly, that doesn't save much time. The reason why the phone call saves you save time on the phone call.
Yeah, also Radio Tower is a great place to like do a PC heal swap thing to get your PP and health back after all of Azalea.
I'm sure you'll notice some of these trainer names are kind of unusual. We had one of the randomizers used to randomize all the Pokemon that we have, as well as the moves, as you've seen, is it gives you options that you custom trainer names. So I have a name pool that it pulls from.
Yep.
I guess another thing we should mention also is that a feature that is new to these kind of randomizers is the ability to repel without going to your menu.
Yep. Chaotix has been doing a lot of good work with this speed
so this
choice
is, of course,
recently.
Yeah, shout out to
Chaotix.
Chaotix.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Whose work was expanded by Vice and Dithis and Chaotix, based off of the original work by Golden Rules.
Yeah, and the speed choice.
One of these days, I'm gonna go back. I had to get all the stuff, the old stuff.
Speed choice is like based on the Bone Stews originally, right? Yeah.
Yes, the Bond Stew is the one who originally was doing all this. I'm gonna have to watch this hatching motion twice, aren't I?
Yeah, you might notice that this eggs hatched a little quickly here, considering it's not like Magikarp or anything, so... Yeah, we actually have a setting for easy egg hatching that basically guarantees it will hatch in one circle. Yeah, one egg circle.
Which is...
So basically it's within
255
steps, depending on which part of the cycle you are when you pick up the egg. So it might hatch after 1 step, or it might hatch after 255.
So normal I would have reset that away, but that item, while not being necessary, is actually really useful in different circumstances. So keeping it is actually to my advantage.
Yep.
It's one of the few items that I actually would keep. Also, I probably would have wasted just as much time watching my egg hatch again anyways.
Oh, that's... I guess it doesn't matter at this point.
I should do this really quickly. What was the other thing? This. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately I have to click off the window because the controller that I use requires me to click on to the game window.
Oh, yeah. Windows does that.
I mean, it's not that,
Gambate does that on Windows with some
I'm not able
controller.
to do multiple inputs. I'm not able to do the 4 inputs to soft reset, so I have to just do my keyboard. It's rather annoying, but...
I mean, to me it's not that big of a deal.
Well, yeah, it's not it's a small thing. It's because of the controller stuff. Oh my gosh, I always know that it's coming up. I always get thrown off by that prompt in that exact spot.
You never want to say yes there, like, it's...
Do you? Oh my god.
No.
You know what? No.
You can waste as an extra repo. Oh, I see.
I am upset. I will hold off on doing that for the moment. Oh.
Yeah, this is a really, like... Only thing it's not missing for backtracks at this point is, like, Rising Patch.
I've already... It's okay. It's not going to be that bad of a backtrack, though, now.
No.
It's literally backtracking the entire run.
Yeah, sometimes you have to take a gamble about when you're doing backtracks for just one check versus waiting out the entire time. Oh my gosh, is that gonna... Oh, that prompt almost got me.
I got hit with Spike, unfortunately.
Oh my gosh. Alright.
Yes, Spike is a great move.
Ooh. This'll be good for me.
I think I'll be okay with the Pokemon that we're both running. I assume we're both running the Ghost, right?
Yes. Yeah, we're
And
both
Gengar
already
is
at
actually a pretty underrated Pokemon.
It's really good.
It's good. I just sometimes just don't like running it.
I
I'm
like
very
Gengar.
much picky, and I think it's good, but it's fragile at times.
Right.
Yeah,
Actually,
Gengar's
for good
problem is it doesn't have a levitate on this gen, obviously. There's no abilities.
Yeah, not until
Pretty
Gen 3.
much.
But for
So-
good luck, I actually have a Gengar plushie sitting right behind me on my wall, so...
My normal bear plushie right now is resting near my bed because it's got a little hole, and so it still needs to be fixed. It was not the best quality made, sadly.
Alright, well, I am going to do this first. I might as well get it out of the way.
Yeah. Also, save Cerebral again. Get chained that.
Oh no, it's you. Oh no, this thing still has that move. Why? Ow, that hurts.
Yeah, like, what you see, like, this Gengar is slightly over leveled, but the moves aren't that great, so there's
Yeah,
some
I mean-
I don't know what
struggling.
you're talking about. I mean, I have
With the
great
levels,
moves.
with the levels, you can compensate for. I mean, that's fine.
It's got more than enough. Flamethrower Outrage is more than enough.
It's pretty good coverage, but Outrage is a problem when you start fighting guys that have more Pokemon.
Yeah.
That's why
You
I
don't
taught
want to be
over it.
locked in.
I taught over it, obviously.
Oh, I kept it. Actually, I did teach Dragon Breath as well.
Yeah, I was in favor of Dragon Breath over Outrage. I didn't feel like dealing with 2-3 turn of the same move and then getting confused.
It's a difference in.
It's
breath
pretty
things.
annoying.
Honestly, it's the power difference is
Ooh.
what makes the biggest difference. You can't use it to sweep up things.
Dragon Breath is like... It's the move you teach when you don't have anything else to teach, basically.
It's the I need a special move,
Yeah.
move. Is what I like. To
Dragon
call
is
it.
actually great coverage, but 60 power is just not good.
It's as
Like-
I've always said, Dragon Breath is that I need. Are you serious? I missed. Oh, this could be a problem for me.
Here's the thing
Uh-oh.
also with Dragon Breath. Dragon Breath has a high
Oh,
chance of
boy.
paralysis as well.
Do I have? Oh no! Oh, I do.
It's 30% to paralyze.
Oh
I think,
man!
honestly.
So I could have had a horsey this entire time instead of the Pokemon I chose. Oh, actually, was it a horsey or was it a Seadra? I didn't even check.
You're talking about the middle ball?
Yeah,
Yeah, middle ball was horsey.
I would have taken that in a heartbeat over what I have.
Yeah, I took Tyranitar.
Oh, I just took the first Pokemon I saw because it was good enough.
Tyranitar is only one of 2 Pokemon. It's what's considered a pseudo-legendary because both Dragonite and Tyranitar both have 600 BST, which classifies them in that category.
BST being the base stat total.
Yep.
Yep.
T-Tar
Another
is
acronym we're
probably
always
the-
going to use is going to be stab, which is called same type attack bonus. It is.
What the?
It-
So my Gengar wanted to learn Destiny Bond.
Yours must be a higher
Nice,
level than
Brando.
mine.
Yeah, we're not playing Kaizo Ironmon game, okay?
Yeah.
Low-key though, Destiny Bond could actually be useful if
Actually,
you
it
have to
could
do
be
like
good,
early Kanto gyms or something. Just Destiny
Yeah,
Bond
that's
revive.
true.
Oh, so you don't have flamethrower. That's why. That's why you're not saying your moves are good. I forgot mine came with flamethrower.
I forgot also, like, Destiny Bond on a Gengar is actually pretty good because with Gengar's speed, it could be useful.
Yep.
So, I mean, I still opted not to teach it, but it's a pretty interesting moveset along with its speed.
An insurance policy if you're like walled on something or whatever. Just make sure you have something else.
Yeah,
Not fainted.
I'd say we're moving along very well with this Gengar.
Yeah.
It tends to happen when we have a good earlier main.
This is like great times for where you are.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I would one-shot that. It's a problem. It's gonna be. Oh. Oh boyo, this is not what I want to see. Do I have a forest door? I do not have a forest door.
Oh, wow.
Just gonna have to not hit myself in confusion a couple times.
I mean, you have revival items.
I do have
Oh,
one
you
more
don't have
revival
anything
item.
else. Okay, you don't have anything alive. That
Yeah,
changes
that's
things a little.
it does make things
Yeah.
somewhat difficult to revive if I don't have anything.
Yeah, nothing really interesting in logic yet that would like be out of the way or anything. You might notice Nate has marked some stuff that Snowbear hasn't, but that whole row 3 is useless items, basically. You don't need any of those.
Actually, I'm gonna purchase this.
Well, you might want fishing rods if you get all 3 early enough. But you have progressive rods on, so you're always gonna be getting old rod, then good rod, and then super rod.
Let's get rid of this. This.
Yeah, I guess now would be also a good time to mention they did get a rock smash early. There's also waterstone on the tracker, as you might notice. Those are rock smash has items in dark cave and in burnt tower behind it, so that's a requirement sometimes. And waterstone actually opens up one of the treasure room chambers in Ruins of Alph, so you do want to buy that. We have made a change. Yeah,
I
we've
haven't
made it.
spied up into hidden item, so
Yeah. The speed choice guarantees that the 4th floor of Goldenrod Mart always sells evolution stones, so you can't actually be soft locked because of that.
yeah.
Also, her floor 5
It also,
will
some of the changes done with the item randomizer lets us actually collect all these items without having to go up and down the elevator multiple times, which is actually amazing.
Oh god.
Because it is it was very much a hassle.
Mm-hmm.
But some habits die hard. I still go check things in a certain order. I mean, it's not really bad habits. It's just
It gets repetitive and it gets annoying really quickly.
Yeah.
All right. Pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
oh, that's a useful one to get. I'll take that one. I'll take this one as well.
Yeah, pretty good money for this stage
Oh wait,
of the game.
why do I went to go buy a water stone, but I have one.
I mean,
assuming you
maybe
found that it's a
maybe you
hidden
get
item.
Yeah. Maybe you find I don't know. Staryu is a Snorlax or something.
I mean, I could, yes.
It's possible.
Yeah. X items are important, so you want to stock up on those also early on if you have the money.
And it also
They will
clogs up your
definitely
inventory
help.
space so that useless items
Yeah.
don't get in.
Yeah, it's significantly faster to not pick up items than it is to pick up items. Like, the prompt that says that bag is full is much faster than the jingle to pick up items.
Guess we're getting a phone call today.
I reset it away.
I thought the item was worth it.
I mean, it's
It could
usually a
be.
good item, but at the same time, it's like I want to save at least a little bit of time from in between the phone call. So for anybody wondering, if you take the item that's in the bike shop, I think it's within 1,000 steps you get a phone call from the bike shop.
I don't know
Something like
the
that,
account
yeah.
number. I don't. It's
I
based
believe
off
it's
of
1,000
how much
steps.
you're biking. So I honestly don't know the answer.
The phone call itself is annoying, and in the worst case, you're gonna get it multiple times if you're in a place that you wanna reset
Ooh.
stuff away.
Very nice.
That is very nice. Half of the job done.
I'd say we're moving along very well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for this kind of progress early on with the level 15 that we started with, this is actually really good taste.
Yeah, like anything is up 30 out of Goldenrod is pretty good usually,
That was a
honestly.
move that hurt a lot more than it should have. Uh-oh.
Alright, so there's really not much going on. I'm sure we're both converging on the same path at this time. So, Kat, if you have a donation or two, you can go ahead and read that off for us, please.
Wah, wah. We've not gotten any other donations just yet. So don't forget, guys, we're collecting charity for Child's Play. It's an excellent organization with a great history of connecting kids in need with gaming supplies, consoles, games, controllers, accessories, everything that they need to get a little bit of escapism, usually from a medical situation. So it's a really great charity. Please consider tossing in a couple bucks.
And every little bit does help, everyone. So again, for those that have donated as well, thank you very much again for your generous contributions. It's been amazing, not just being a part of something very special, but also helping for a tremendous cause. So again, let's keep those donations going.
I'll
The
add
other
that
thing that-
please
Oh,
only donate if you can reasonably
Absolutely.
afford to do so. No pressure here. I mean, don't put
Absolutely.
yourself in pain.
The other thing though is, Ergo, you can talk about what we need to do actually to beat the game. I don't think we've actually gone into depth of what we need to do to beat the game, rather than
Okay.
beating Red.
Yeah, I mean, to beat Red, obviously you need 16 badges for Red to appear, first of all. You need also to get access to Kanto, so you need either Squirt Bottle and SS Ticket, or the Pass. And then you need the access to actually West Kanto specifically, which is either via Surf and Waterfall, or Cut. And obviously, in both cases you need 3 parts of the Pokegear to wake up the Snorlax. Yeah, you don't really need much else. So, minimum you could actually do this with pretty few items, but that's not likely.
Yeah, we have this default setting of 16 badges. It is possible to change however many badges are required, but usually we still like to keep it default 16.
Yeah, I know some people do 14 badge, mostly.
It's a little bit quicker, and
Yeah. Yeah, this is just basically these guys going after each other. I think once they get to Accurate Geek, they might diverge a little.
most likely.
Yeah, we're
There
more
are
likely
two
going to
options there.
diverge.
Yeah. But is either of you gonna fight Morty though?
I think the
Oof.
preview has my answer.
That thing made me reconsider commentating, honestly.
I might have to reconsider that Morty fight then. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, Snowbear is our resident Morty denier.
Shout outs also to, I think it's Michelle Belcher for the thumbnail for today's contest. So like, thank you very much for that, for the thumbnail. We really do appreciate
If you
it.
guys caught that, but Kakuna was placed higher than a Beedrill there.
Interesting. It must have been a high level Kakuna then.
Yeah.
Well, they have set values in the file. It's just more of an amusing.
What is this Pokemon? There's a Tentacruel with both Bubble Beam and Hydro Pump. Ow.
That does sound painful.
Good thing it's only Tentacruel then. Not that
Yeah.
much special attack.
I mean, it's got Stab.
Yeah.
So Stab stands for same type ability boost, if I remember correctly. Oh my
Same
gosh,
type
here we go
attack
again.
Yeah, same type
again.
of attack bonus, so if the Pokemon has the same typing as the move that it's using, it basically multiplies the power the move by 1.5.
Yeah, so like for example, if there's a Pokemon with a move that has 60 power, and it is considered a stab move, it becomes 90 base power.
Yep.
So I guess while we're in the conversation as well of Ekritique, Snowbear, would you like to explain the context of what that thumbnail was from earlier?
Sure. During some of the earlier iterations, I was able to discover that there's a certain location called Tin Tower, which you need the Clarabelle to access the base of it. We have repurposed the Rainbow Wing to be required to go up for the stairs to appear. The item itself is normally given and then the stairs appear, but we have given the item that required. But normally the requirement requires you to defeat Morty and then, you know, have those items. But during some of the stuff in testing, it was determined that if you were instead of defeat Morty, if you were able to clear out the rocket section, the radio tower, where you would normally get the Clarabelle, that you do not have to actually defeat Morty for the people to get access to it. So there's an alternative way to access it, and thus I have declared Morty to be a scam. Because
Morty's gym is also a great skill test when biking indoors. Like if you get off the bike, you're just
coward. It's a coward.
And the last 2 races, I was able to nail it first try. So I mean, I don't know what you're
First
talking
try
about.
every time.
Exactly. Just exit the gym if you fail, then it's again first try.
Yeah, so in the gym, it's got invisible paths, and if you get off the invisible path, it sends you back to the start.
Yep.
So it's just a little nice thing to have.
All right. We got past that.
Yeah, so we see a little bit different stuff here. I'm not gonna say exactly what they are doing, but yeah.
Nailed it.
Yeah. So I guess also like both of them have like HMCT over
please,
here.
No.
You do actually
no.
need badges to use these HMs.
That looks ugly. That looks ugly. It's just faster for me to do this.
Definitely. Not gonna kill that anytime soon. Main switch though?
Honestly, it's a possibility.
No, just no.
My pride won't allow that. Can blasphemy.
Yeah. So that thing has like one of the longest cries in the whole game.
Yes, it is.
And it's also there's
fourth
also
longest cry.
I don't know. Garf did make a spreadsheet on that.
Yeah, Garfield the Lightning.
For what
a
reason
respected
exactly?
member. But yeah, so you made a spreadsheet. And there are some cries that are surprising. But yeah.
For reasons, I guess. But I digress.
Honestly, the cry isn't even that bad since it skips your cry when you start a battle.
Yes. I mean, that's only with this modification, but you still have to hear it through if you have to try to run or try to use the menu.
Yeah, don't do that. Never open back or Pokemon menu.
No, you were not supposed to... Please, no more. So the problem is that it's
But we've just gotten started.
so the problem with it is that it not only is it very bulky. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a problem.
Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be a problem.
Oh yeah, you both have problems.
That's fine. I still have my max survive.
I'm having a
Why don't
totally
we beat
different
up-
issue. My issue was totally different than his.
Then he tried to use survival throw against the ghost, like Amora.
It's got random AI moves, so
Yeah.
I think
Most of the trainers in the game have completely random AI. They can use pretty much any move, even normal or fighting type moves.
normally
again.
they don't use moves that have no effect. So that's what was the confusing part to me.
There might be some quirks to
Ow,
the
that
AI
hurt.
regarding that.
That
I don't
actually hurt.
know enough, honestly.
I just know that they also have a random chance of switching out Pokemon. Some people more likely than others. Oh, ouch, ouch, ouch. That hurt.
I tried to do Death Warp with this particular Pokemon yesterday during one
let's do
run,
this.
and like, I don't know how many times I got to normal. And
I don't know
fighting
how
type
much time
moves
I'm gonna
against
lose
me.
from doing this, but oof. Oh.
It doesn't skip that animation.
No, it does not.
Chaotix work for you?
He's got enough work as is.
Yeah. I know, joking.
Actually, I want that.
That's the #1 longest cry. This is frustrating so much how many things are just barely living out.
Did you actually do roamer strats?
Something worse.
Oh, worse, you say?
I'm sure you'll figure it out once you, yeah.
Possibly. Oh, that's convenient. All right, very good.
Since it got
Yeah.
silent here for a second, I'm just going to give a quick shout out to Goddess Maria Taz, who came in to the stream, donated $5, and I think they immediately left. So that was like the best kind of drive by we could have. Thank you.
Thank you, Maria. We really appreciate it.
Maria is one of Nate's.
Oh my gosh,
Normal
really? What is this?
Okay,
Snowbird's
she's still here. I
mistake.
couldn't find her.
That's Snowbear's mistake, Nate.
Oh my gosh. I'm not main switching to it, but still. So, actually, the reason why I mentioned this is because I actually got that as a full odds in one of my races.
Yeah, I assume most of the people know, but that's actually just like guaranteed shine.
Yeah, so shinies are actually have kind of there's certain stats that are it's always the same with shinies. They always have 10s in defense, special, and speed. The attack can be a variety of things. So actually, if it is a special attacker, it's actually not bad to do that.
Yeah, with the exception of that cry being very long, but you get what I...
It's also a very short animation in front, which, in addition to the cry, just adds extra amounts of time.
I guess regarding that, since you mentioned guaranteed 10 special, the way this game does DVs, the physical attack is females are always gonna have a lower end of the DVs.
That's just
So
how
if you
they have
find-
to do it
Yeah,
by Gen 1, Gen 2, because they have to have the same stats.
yeah.
The values go between 0 and 15 for HP defense, HP attack, defense, special, which in this, even though we have special attack and special defense, it's all one stat because of Gen 1, and speed. HP is a stat that's derived based, the HP stat is derived based off the other 4 values. So that's how that's kind of calculated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the important, like, where it matters most is if you find, like, starter female that has physical moves that you most of the time don't want to take it because it's always gonna have 0 or 1 attack TV. Like,
Right. So the way how the gender is determined is that based off of the gender ratio of the Pokemon, the female ratio goes 0 to whatever number, and then males are whatever to 15. And so normally it's a 50-50 split. So females are usually having 0 to 7, and males have 8 to 15. Some Pokemon have different ranges. Most of the starter Pokemon and fossil Pokemon have a 87.5% chance of being male. So if you have a female Pokemon, that means you have either a 0 or 1 in the attack stat. There are several other Pokemon with like 75% chances of being male or female, depending on what it is. Like, for example, Snubbull is a mostly female Pokemon. So it's a 75% chance of being female. So if you see a male, you know it has between 12 and 15 attack. So it is always, so when seeing a male Snubbull, you know it's like, or Grenbull, it's really good. It doesn't really make that much a difference.
No, it doesn't.
The stats, the difference between the stats is the exact amount. So between 0 and 15 in attack is 15 stats at level 50. So its effect is rather minimal, but people are always trying to kind of get the best stats they can.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna lose more time looking for a better version than you would if you just took the first thing.
Yeah. So, it while at a glance it can sort of make a difference, it is not as dramatic as people make it out to be.
Nope. I don't care personally. I mean, if you have a decision to make between two things, then maybe you can take that into account. But other than that, moveset is what matters most for these things, honestly.
Yeah, moveset.
For full item, you could make the argument that you can take a better poke with worse moveset early. Hope to get good moves.
Yeah, we have full TM and HM compatibility, so if you get a good move, you can teach it.
Yeah, any Pokemon can learn any move in the speed choice.
All this, of course, is customizable.
Yeah.
I am just missing all the ranges today. It is ridiculous.
Okay, that's actually pretty funny.
You're gonna have like
I think my
two
stats are
special.
really bad. I think my stats are really bad.
I guess I could try to see. 95 at that level. Oh, Nate is also.
Oh,
yeah. Okay. I guess I'll try to see.
It's a little bit hard to tell because there is going to be some stat experience stuff as well.
Yeah, but you can at least, like, if there's a massive difference, you can tell something.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to go back and reread this for Maria because we got things sorted out, if that's all right.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Absolutely, please.
All right, so Goddess Maria with her $5 donation says she is giving what I have to support children. Good luck to the runners.
Thank you.
Thank you, Maria.
We have another $5 donation from Chaotix, who is pledging to donate more if there's any game-breaking bugs.
Does visual glitch on Elm count?
So about that.
It doesn't exactly break things.
Is that a challenge?
Yeah, I know you.
It sounds like an incentive to me.
I know that's the one that Chaotix knows about too. So maybe
there's a couple of things we've discovered. They're not game breaking though, luckily. I think most of the time I used to have good luck in finding some of these. I say good luck, but I don't know if it's actually good luck. I'm gonna be really low to repels, and I am gonna pay the price in a bit. Oh, this is gonna be really bad.
I guess also something to mention while they are getting closer. 7 badges causes rockets to appear in Goldenrod and basically block off the radio tower specifically, and
Oh.
especially basement. If you find a basement key early, you can actually defeat a rival and get all the items except the one on the director, but if you get to 7 badges, all the rockets are gonna appear in the basement and you don't wanna fight them. So after that, you basically need to find card key to defeat the radio tower first
Oh,
to clear the
don't
rockets.
teach that. I did not teach that. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, basement key is a great item at 6 badges, because if you get your 7th badge in the basement, you can actually get the item from the director too at that point.
What I'm doing is the problem is because I did nighttime, I'm gonna get encounters because
it's
unless
up to
I
30.
use some candies, but
It's up
I'm
to
not
33, I wanna say. I mean, I do have the bread
32,
somewhere,
I believe. It could.
but I think it's 32 actually, yeah.
I think it's 32. At nighttime, it's specifically 32. I think any other time is 31.
I think I have an idea where you're going, but yeah.
I mean, probably.
Normally, I would just candy up, but I'm hoping and banking on not much happening.
Yeah, encounter rate, it's
Over here, it's
low
actually
enough
really
that-
bad.
What is that here?
It's actually really bad. I'm actually considering.
Where is the bread file? I wanna see this.
I don't have very many repels anyways, so this is gonna be a moot
Johto
point.
Grass. What is this? This is Mount Mortar.
Yes. It's gonna. So I've already gone. This is already the results of this punishment for me, and even though I could candy up, I don't think I have enough to.
Mortar ground is 6% every floor.
That's still tell that 6% to me right after I have gone. I think 5 already.
And it's up to 32 regardless of your time of day. It's only nighttime has 32 slots.
Oh, 32 has 2 of them. Okay,
Yeah, morning and day have only 1 slot.
so it's less of a chance.
Yeah,
But-
exactly. Mind you, the 32 slots are the rare ones, but still.
Well, if it's gonna have a counter trigger, it will trigger.
Yeah.
I'm almost done. I'm almost out of here. I think I've seen most of what I could see.
Mortar
was holding
surfing is actually only 2%. It's not even like you could get encounters there.
Well, even then though, those are too
those are
low
lower.
encounters.
Yeah, those are lower leveled.
So it wouldn't be having the same issue.
Yep.
Huh, okay. Alright, well. My fears are alleviated, and now, of course, I have no more repels.
I mean, it's not that far you have to go. Sure, you don't have one super or max or something.
No, I'm completely out of them. This is gonna be
So yeah,
painful.
6% every step.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. This is even more painful than I was imagining it.
We still don't have to listen to the whole thing. Just don't
I still
click
do.
back or Pokemon. Yeah. Hmm.
This is bad. I did not buy any
Oh.
repels. And I have not picked up any.
Just as a firm reminder to everybody, please make sure you buy repels before you go in caves and other big areas that have encounters. Please, thank you.
Yeah. I usually just go to Olivine first if I'm even a little worried
I
about
mean,
the refill
yes.
amount.
Yeah, Olivine
Yes,
is
but I
actually a
wasn't
pretty good
expecting
place.
to actually keep this stuff.
So the reason why
Always.
Olivine is a good place to go to is because in Olivine you can buy super repels. And super repels, as opposed to regular repels, go for 200 steps instead of the regular 100 steps with the repel.
Also
Yeah, it's
hyper
the most
potions
cost
are great.
efficient of the repels, because our max repels were 250, but they're just not quite as cost efficient, but it is a lot more convenient when you're having auto repels to have max repels rather than super repels.
Yeah, less text box prompts.
Oh my gosh, this has been even worse than...
How many is that? Like 10?
I've lost count. I think I've seen most slots.
Okay, only like 15 more steps.
So I
There
have
you
some
go.
good news.
Hmm.
With Last Judgment's $5 donation, we are $4 away from hitting that $600 goal.
Oh, that's
yeah,
splendid.
let's go.
That is spectacular.
Also, you might have missed it, Snowbear, since you're very focused on your game, as you should be, but Maria wants you to know that you had better not be slandering Lugia, especially shiny Lugia.
Actually, there's a misinterpretation here. That was actually me slandering the shiny Lugia.
It's okay.
As
I
you
will
should.
complain
As you should.
anyways. I just said it was a mistake.
I want to shout out as well to Fion because in that same race that I mentioned with the full on shiny Lugia that I had, I was pressured into running that Lugia for the entire race because it had stab psychic. So yeah, thank
I
you,
thought you
Fion,
just
for
did that because he just was convincing
No.
you to have you run it anyways.
Fion pressured me into it. I wasn't gonna run it, but then like I saw stab psychic, and then Fion kind of pressured me into it. So yeah, thank you, Fion, for making me do bad decisions.
Was that pre skip animations?
Yes.
Oh,
That
boy.
was before the skip animations.
Oh boy.
So yeah, I finished with a 3-hour plus time because of that.
Oh.
It makes a significant difference. Although you probably noticed that I did something really quirky there.
Mhm.
It doesn't have any. It doesn't have a great effect. It's not a big effect, but besides skipping a little bit of time, it shows off some swagger stuff that will be some really interesting graphical glitches we can show off later.
Yeah. Chaotix
yeah,
even tried to repair them at some point.
Oh yeah, another thing I guess we
No, I
should
do
mention.
not want them. I specifically asked for that to be remain the same.
Yeah.
I specifically asked for that.
You know.
So I guess one thing also to mention is that in the new speed choice, you might notice that there's the name of the TMs that show up on screen as well. Now, normally before that, we were not able to see what the TM was until we opened up our menuing. But with the new speed choice, we're able to see what the move is before we open up the menu.
Yeah, it's a lot of small things that KDox took advantage of and has been implementing, much to the community's delight. So we are very thankful for this. In fact, the bike indoors was basically his thing, and you know, I think a lot of the community was initially skeptical of it, but I think once you try it, you kind of don't ever want to not use it.
I mean, the same
Yeah,
thing with skip
I definitely would
animations.
be. I definitely am in the majority as well. I love biking indoors.
Yeah, so that's always one of the more commonly requested ones. I think while this is version still in beta, I think we're pretty much. I mean, we've been sort of quasi-releasing, but I think it's pretty much as long as he doesn't tinker too much. It's pretty much in a state that could be officially released and mentioned. I say don't tinker too much, but we have a laundry list of things that we want him to implement.
I think that's asking for too much there.
Oh,
Alright,
I
guess we can
have
do this
more
now.
ideas too, but
Snowbear ideas are so bad news.
yes, they are.
The ROMs, though.
I know, right?
You
Oh,
wanted
that
this.
was.
Yeah.
So yeah, so these are the speed choice is a patch. So when he is a patch like that's shared around, we cannot officially give you stuff, but if someone were to download and acquire a or have a copy of a ROM, you can apply this patch to allow this kind of thing to happen. Of course, we can't actually mention how to acquire that. That is not something we can do or nor endorse.
Yeah, it's against terms of service.
Yeah, so another thing, I guess, you might think these rebuild amounts that both of them have are excessive, but you're gonna get use up so many when you always just renew.
I mean, it's never enough. Although, actually,
Yeah.
on my side, you'll be able to see the reason why I did a certain animation thing. If you can
Yeah,
check out
I think
my
I did the
screen
same
right
thing
now.
that you did as well. I'm pretty sure. Did you?
Does
did
that
you?
count as game-breaking bug, Kappa?
I guess so.
Chaotix, $5, please. Yeah, that's if you don't trigger the arrival cutscene from Olivine Gym, that's gonna happen.
There's several other different methods of doing that, so yeah.
Basically, if you load this route before
Yes.
before
If
triggering
you
that.
trigger the cutscene, but if you
Yeah.
never trigger the cutscene, then it never loads up.
Something to do with the game can only handle like
So many sprites at once.
Yeah, so many sprites at once. There's some interactions with the twins below a critique too. They turn into trees in some scenarios.
There's also the girl that turns into a guard briefly if you haven't entered from a goldenrod.
So the little doll next to the egg, that's a lost item that you can turn to copycat curl for. What's that in even?
It's normally the train pass, actually.
Okay, yeah, in Saffron City.
Oh gosh. Help! Help!
Yeah.
Help! That's a no.
Little bit glitching there.
That wasn't the part I was saying help about. I think I was stuck in a kind of a dialogue constant thing because I was mashing.
Black glasses, black glasses, black glasses.
Yeah, so I don't think that was intentional.
Yeah, I wonder if we're gonna get. So I guess we should mention something about black glasses as well. So we have an inside thing, like a community called the Swag Cargo community. So the way it works is that anytime we catch a Macargo and we attach black glasses to it, we have to go to the nickname our raider, and then we change our nickname from Macargo to Swag Cargo, and then we share it within the Discord community as well.
Yeah, there was one ROM way back. I think it was me and Waka. The Snorlax was actually Macargo, and I think we had black glasses, so we just both took it. And
Interestingly enough,
I normally don't pick up the black glasses, actually.
Yeah, interestingly enough, in the race yesterday with Snowbear, the Snorlax was actually a Slugma. We could have actually had
That was
Macargo.
the Lugia.
Oh, it was Lugia. Actually, my mistake. Yeah, thanks for the correction. Yeah, it was Lugia.
yeah, now you finally see little different things from them, like.
Also, happy 1 hour.
Yep.
Hey, there's the game-breaking glitch right there. Chaotix.
Yeah, this is something that's been introduced to this newest. I think it somehow correlates to the fact that the game tries to do all the checks on Elm at once. So you don't actually have to pick up items from him to be able to do the next check.
That was a bunch of different things going on, yeah, so...
I'm actually going to make a very interesting play here. Something that I normally don't do.
Blaming Snowbear is always good, Chaotix.
True.
That is generally the default response, yes.
Yeah.
We actually do try to break the game, since this is beta, so you wanna break things if there's things to break.
Yeah, and you just can't try to fix something that's already broken,
Yeah, true.
I'm going to insert myself again here because I missed a message with Last Judgment's donation, and I think it's really
Absolutely.
important that you hear this one.
Go ahead.
Last Judgment says, I hope Morty is required.
You coward.
I cannot confirm or deny that, but
Nobody's been enjoying E4 so much recently that I kind of hope for that myself.
All right, so as I mentioned previously, I think before we started in the restream, we had a 2022 full item randomizer tournament, well, last year I should say, and in my tournament run, I had 3 Elite 4 runs. 3. Please,
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say.
I forget.
It's been
Turn was
happening a
nerf.
lot more
Tur-
recently.
Turn was nerf Ho-Oh, right?
Yes.
Was it?
Yes,
Yeah, so
it was.
we
Yes, it
actually
was.
use setting called nerf Ho-Oh chamber, so the Ho-Oh appears without actually having to,
Go
and you
through.
can open the chamber without actually having to do E4. So E4 actually only locks 2
Right.
items.
And then
Yeah,
with the
it's
nerf
wonderful.
Ho-Oh as well, instead of it being level 60, it's level 40.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a little bit. There's some settings to kind of reduce its chance. Without that setting, it ends up being about approximately 30% of the time you actually have to do it because it ends up locking 6 items as opposed to 2 items.
do either of you know off the top of your head how many checks this extreme is in total?
200 something. It's
I know it's at least 200.
it's not something.
So
I
yeah,
keep off the top of
two
my head.
two out of that, like it happens way more often than it should. Basically.
Well, it was 6 out of that, which is one of the most.
Yeah, well,
highest-
yeah, without
Which is
home,
one of the
yeah.
higher density locations to have.
I may regret this play, but I think I'm gonna do it.
If you're doing what I think you're doing, then
What moves do I have for this thing? What do you have, actually? I
for this
mean,
drop.
I could make this work. Yeah,
friendly
you know what?
reminder that thing
gonna
is
main
not a
switch.
dragon, as even if it should be.
Right, I'm gonna main switch, actually.
Main switching, I see.
Yeah,
Okay, I think I have.
can't blame you.
Yeah.
So generally,
what was
I
it
don't
you were
do
trying
it.
to give me?
So generally, I won't use these
Oh, okay.
early, but
That's what it was.
This is not Kaizo Ironman game. Come on.
I tried to learn Destiny. Oh, Perish Song, okay.
Yeah, the other bad move.
Destiny Bond, Perish Song. Yeah, this sounds like Kaiser Iron Man to me. Only need counter and mirror code now.
I know, right? All right, leave this.
Yeah, it's getting a little hard for me to keep up what they've been doing, so we're gonna be a little more reliant on them for what they have left. But
There's-
it's at this point, it's basically getting easy items out of the way. Some people
pretty much.
elect to fight some gym leaders that they can to get some EXP and get them out of the way while they're in the area, but not all of them want to do that.
That's bad. I mean, okay. Please, end me, please. Thank you. That's not how I wanted to go, but I will go.
Not with the whimper, the bang.
It was something strong that I wish I don't have the Pokédex for though.
What do you mean you don't want your menuing to be messed up?
Yeah, Pokédex is probably the worst useless item. Unless you're doing maximum, which includes all the Pokemon checks. It appears on top of your menu in the middle of the run and completely messes up your
Oh my
menuing.
gosh, that feels this is good. This is very good.
Oh, that's very good for you, yeah.
That was unexpected, but I will gladly take it.
I almost saw 2 Lugias on my screen simultaneously. That was stuff of nightmares, let me tell you.
Yeah. Actually, let me do this while I have a minute.
Okay. Oh. So.
Okay, everything's coming snowbear, I see.
Oh.
Now, obviously, it really doesn't matter even if you have a huge badge lead at this point or HM lead or whatever.
It's all about the.
It's all about the last item.
Yeah. It all comes down to the last item.
Last item is like E4 or Route 25, otherwise called the Nagi Hedge Maze or whatever, and all bets are off.
Did I already? Oh yeah, I mean I did get those items. Did I get that item in that space, Ergo?
I have no
Middle
clue.
Island.
I would imagine so, since you did have Surf, obviously.
Yeah. I hope I did.
Find out eventually.
Yeah, something like that. Oh, right, that's right. I already grabbed those items. Just gonna keep going. I always forget that I go in and do this early because this is just one of my quirks. It's usually not that much of a benefit, but when it does pay off, it pays off massively compared to what other people do. I figure it's not that much of a time waste.
So, I'd like to point out we did not see Dojo skip today.
Shoutouts to Montebank as well. Well, actually, there were a couple of in
There's
the
3 items.
tournament last year.
Furious Magic did that. Masasas did that.
Monte was the only one who actually lost because of it.
I think Furious also lost because of that too.
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
which is very
No,
unfortunate.
I might have.
It's one of the inadvertent skips that people have done because it's a very quick item, and depending on how you route things out, sometimes you forget. If you do it slightly out of your routine, you can easily forget an item.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like these are green squares at this point. Most of them in Emo Tracker. It doesn't really matter if it's green or orange, but I
Just to
imagine both
explain
of
a
you
little
are
bit.
right. Yeah, but I imagine both
so-
of you are right-clicking them.
Yeah, so
Clearing
just
all
to
the
explain, the green means all the items are available. Orange means only some of the items are available. Yellow means that they are obtainable but out of logic. Mostly that happens to be with dark splices without Flash and Zephyr badge.
Yeah. Like most of the runners at this point just right-click those to clear them once they've gotten everything.
Yeah, so right-clicking clears everything that you can do.
So it's if you forget something after you've right-clicked, it's pretty hard to actually figure out what you're missing later.
Well, I guess I'll do this now.
Yeah. As we
Hey.
can see, Flash is not required. Yeah, go on.
It's me again. Our friend Lady Chaotica came by and donated that final $4, so we are at the $600 goal. Congrats, guys.
Alright.
Kidding.
Thank you again, everybody, for donating for such a tremendous cause. Let's see if we can get to $700 before the end of this run.
Hell yeah, I think we can do it.
Sometimes it's still difficult to do these things, even if you know how to do it. It can sometimes throw your movement off a little bit. So
Yeah.
Okay, that's an item. Yeah, it gets some use to, like, maps help. You can hear or see the bonks, like, just keep track where you are, and it's gonna be fine.
mostly with the talking, it's been a little bit hard to hear my own little audio, but that's totally fine. That's within my calculations.
You can still see them,
I
but
can
if
still
you're
I can
used
still
to
have
audio
references.
cues, then yeah.
Oh, I
If it
have visual and audio cues, so I can just
What kind of
rely on
rando?
video stuff as well. So it's yeah. This is gonna be
Is that speed type? No. Okay.
So I guess I should ask, did you by chance main switch, Snowbear?
I have not main switched yet.
You have not? Okay. I guess I'm the only one that's main switch.
I think you probably got an item and that I do not have.
I don't know, it depends.
Oh, that was one way to go out there, Meryl. It decided
I
it
guess I do
didn't want to
this.
live any longer.
Boom! Yeah, great thing about ghosts, they are immune to explosion and self-destruct.
Indeed.
Don't
They're
need
also
to
immune
worry
fighting
about.
moves.
Yeah. Don't need to worry about getting boomed into oblivion.
You don't need to worry about also getting hit with Horn Drill either.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we should mention something about Oko moves and Dragon Rage, I believe. So the
Dragon Rage is they're
They're all banned.
yeah,
yeah,
they're
they-
only banned with the exception of
Except-
Metronome.
Yeah, Metronome can still produce those moves, but obviously Metronome is its own kind of trouble if you see that. Metronome on like raid fight can be pretty annoying.
Yeah, like Metronome. Actually, we've seen a lot of highlights that like. I have something clipped in Snowbear's channel because there was I think a Mewtwo that had Metronome. I want to say it
Yes.
was Metronome Guillotine that actually happened in a run, and it was one of the most hilarious things ever.
yes.
I
You see a
had,
Pokemon
like,
using Metronome, do not try to set up on it.
Yeah, I saw like Metronome lock on into Metronome Horn Drill or something once.
We've had
Oh,
numerous
jeez.
tournaments where people
Oh,
would.
well-
We had numerous
Well, folks,
events.
I hit my first optional.
Wow.
Yeah, that's an easy mistake to make. That's a pretty hard movement if you like wanna do it fast.
Yeah.
Obviously, hitting optional is not fast, but
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay, somehow oh my god, this has been so much worse of a thing. I didn't realize not being able to hear hear what I was doing would have been that bad. That's fine. Normally, I guess you asked for Clyde to concentrate on it, but
I mean, you could have just deafened yourself.
I could have. I just got so thrown off. I don't know what happened, but it's okay. I made it through, anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, as we've seen, like, who cares about flash logic? It's also like a bit dependent if you have one part of flash, either the Zephyr Badge or the HM, you're a little more incentivized going into dark places.
Dear
Just
Diary,
because-
today
yeah,
I
I,
just do it
used
because I can.
flamethrower on a fortress.
Let's go. It's easier to go.
I just go, although if I was paying proper attention, I would be remembering what things I grabbed between what places, but I don't think there's been anything super important for me to really think about right now.
No.
There's been a couple of times where knowing the logic has saved me some effort in searching, but
Knowing logic isn't really important until you get to last badges and you realize that something like cut or strength has been in a dark place and you're still missing flash HM or Zephyr badge or whatever, like then you can pinpoint down locations that they definitely can't be in.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm going to take a few minutes to do this here, so for any of you folks that have any jam emotes, feel free to use them.
Yeah. That is probably the second best music in the game.
I love this music. I also want to shout out to another Pokemon randomizer speedrunner, Lord Bakura, who always convinces me to listen to the full theme for this.
Sadly, we don't get the best music on this game mode.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Are you talking about the Battle Tower music?
Yes.
Yeah, the Battle Tower music is actually really good too.
Rare music as well, I would say.
There's a couple rare musics, yeah.
Yeah.
Which also includes like the Pokemon Communication Center, which is actually the music you hear at the very end, like when you hit the done button. So that's the only thing like with the speed choice is that the speed choice has a done button in the key items section of your bag. After you've hit the done button, you hear the Pokemon Communication theme.
Yeah, and actually, like, you can... We use this setting that done button automatically clicks itself as done once you defeat Red. So we don't have to click that, but in some game modes like bingos or whatever, you need to click it yourself.
Yes.
Since the end goal isn't static, so to speak.
Correct.
Yeah, that is correct.
There are a bunch of memes
Oh my
about
God,
you can't throw the dumb button, because obviously people try that. Because it's the first thing in that particular.
Oh my god. This guy was moving. Why are you moving so much? Trying to get in my way, throw me off. I hate him. I hate everything about him.
He didn't even block you.
He tried to block me. I was going down and he went all the way down and then he went all the way up.
Just wanted to test your reflexes.
No, seriously.
I had that happen once, like when I was moving from an NPC in Goldenrod and just literally wanted to test my reflexes. It was one of the most frustrating things I've had to deal with.
At least the most annoying guy that walks in front of you has been, like, made static.
You know, that only is an issue if you're going from the elevator.
Why would you not go from the elevator?
Because you could take the stairs.
No. If
I mean, certain modes don't allow that for...
If you do Warp Rando, you have to go from the elevator, basically.
That is very true. So I guess while we're talking about different kinds of randomizers as well, do you want to go ahead and explain all the different kinds of randomizers that are available with speed choice?
Yeah, I mean, there's... I guess the most popular modes are bingos, and I guess full items nowadays. Even like full item randomizer has...
I think
What
it's
do we
full
have?
items has surpassed it at this point.
Yeah. What do we have? We have like... We have
all sorts of different modes. I
Yeah.
mean, you can do what's called shop standing, which is all that the shop items are included.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty popular now with certain streamers.
Yeah, Shop Shanity is the
You
newest
can include
version right
berry
now.
items. Most any item in the game has been added in a way that you can randomize. So that's
Yeah.
some of the interesting things.
We also have a warp randomizer that right now I don't think many people are doing it. It was I think most people kind of overplayed it for a while and it's kind of laying low for now, but
I think part of it is just it's hard. It's a hard thing to pick up. Yeah,
Yeah.
FIR Rain has the most publicly accessible version. Gmeister also has a separate, different version, but it is a little bit harder to use. That one's still in more of a beta circumstance, yeah. But it's basically what we call it warp random, but it's an entrance randomizer where all the entrances can be shuffled around. It's like you can go into one door and come out in a cave and whatnot. So
Yeah,
there's a
there's
lot
something like, what, 330 something?
close to like 300,
Entrances in the iPad Rain.
60, 400,
Yeah.
close to 400. There's a lot of NPC houses and places that you're
Yeah.
like, wait, what? Because you don't just normally enter them. Luckily, he does exclude the beta maps. Yeah, those are technically still around in the game files.
Mhm.
Some early alpha versions, I managed to stumble into the beta safari zone, which does not have any exits, unfortunately.
I guess some of the more
Oh,
like niche things people can do with these, like randomized capture malls, stuff like that, but obviously those are long ones and not many people do them.
You all didn't see that. I know you didn't see that. I messed up my movement a little bit.
Also, Snowbear, that was a key item. So it's definitely not.
What was a scam item?
It's a key item on Morty, it's not a scam.
It's still a scam.
So I guess it is 100% confirmed. Somebody actually did donate earlier, mentioning that Morty is not a scam. Well, congratulations. Morty is actually a scam today.
Well, technically it could still be
It can still
required
be
for
it can
Teen
still be
Tower.
required.
Yeah,
It can still be required. It
Yeah,
My
is
point-
point,
not
my point
out of-
still stands.
you need to either do Goldenrod Radio Tower's right side or Morty's Gym to access Teen Tower, so... After getting Clear Bell and Rainbowing, obviously, but... Yeah, not confirmed.
I suppose.
Remember, technically correct is the best kind of correct.
I
Yes.
suppose so. Oh no! Why does that exist?
To make your life miserable.
You could,
right.
you could
You're
do
right,
it,
though.
Nate. You could do it.
No.
Okay. Never mind.
I would rather break logic first than do that.
I mean, that's technically breaking logic.
But in the worst possible way.
True, true. Yeah, again, they're both just picking up easy-ish items. Going for
okay.
what's fast, rather than maybe some of the places that might have, like, technically more items, but take longer.
I don't know if I don't know if what I'm doing is technically fast. It is just a.
Well, that is something.
I don't want to be doing this.
That is something indeed.
I learned
Point
my
and.
lesson from the last time because this encounter rate is actually way too high.
Alright, fine, I'll do it.
I have already suffered once for not being high enough level. I refuse to do it again.
Oh yeah, so there are a couple of places that day and night affect the encounter slot levels.
And I got punished.
significantly.
I got punished for.
Yeah, namely, I guess Victory Road. During daytime, it's only up to level 35. But during night, it's actually up to level 40. So it's
Yeah,
quite
all
a
the
big
levels get
difference.
shifted up significantly. So.
Yeah. There are some differences also on Cycling Road. That's a common main switch place.
Yeah.
And most notably early game, Route 36, where during daytime there are
there's
two
two
level
slots.
6 slots. So
Mm-hmm. I don't normally do this, but I'm gonna.
I'm waiting patiently for one good move here.
one good move, eh?
Yeah.
You have the best move in the game, self-destruct TM.
I did buy that actually.
I did too.
Yeah, it's actually more useful than you would think. It makes death warping easy.
Yeah.
Not that they really need it with fly, but there are.
Oh my
I guess you
gosh,
could
please. Oh
you could
boy.
death warp back to Route 20, Route 10 without machine part, I guess. Still, even with fly. That's a niche use for it.
Ow. That hurt. That did about half of my health there.
Okay, thank goodness. You can keep using that move game. That's fine with me. I'm not. Didn't boost at all, so it's not scary.
Imagine if it copied Confusion.
That would have been nice.
Oh. Oh, you have stab. I see.
That's a bait if I've ever seen one.
That is.
Like quad weak to flying is just terrible.
Oh, someone's got some things that I don't have. Sounds like it. Okay.
It's possible.
It's also possible that Morty wasn't a scam at all.
Oh, I actually have to pick this up.
Yep. One of the like 2 items that you're always gonna be.
Okay, so I can. Oh, I was gonna go do this anyway. So this is just.
There's a second one of those.
There are a few TMs in the game that there are 2 copies of. I don't remember the numbers off the top of my head, but
47
there are like
in
2,
13.
I think. Yeah.
47,
2,
37, 47 and 13 are the 2 of them that have 2 copies. There are ones that, like for example, TM37, which you can buy, and there is one in the outside world. Actually, 10, 11, 18, 10, 11, 18, 37 are all ones you can obtain outside. Although 37 is normally not one you find in this move set because it is a happiness check. As much as people are surprised about it, it is normally you're supposed to have high happiness to get it.
Yeah, we've negated that stuff for that, and then there's also the TM guy on Golden Rod on Sundays that doesn't do happiness check actually. Does it do it? Actually, does it do it in extreme
I
still?
think he still does it in extreme.
Yeah, for the modes that shuffles those items in, we've skipped the whole happiness check for obvious reasons. It's not even that hard to get, especially negative happiness.
Well, negative
honest,
happiness, yes, is easy. Higher happiness is a little bit more frustrating, time consuming.
Basically, you only need to faint like 3 times and use herbs to revive, and you get
something like that. Well, it depends on the level you're going against.
Yeah.
Alright, so I guess I will do this.
Oh, might as well just. Okay.
Yeah, so again, just these checks, getting most of the checks you can out of the way, hope to find the remaining badges. without having to do any gyms in Kanto or whatever.
Oh, I wish I had that move on me. I do have a sketch TM, don't I? Or did I mix up yesterday's stuff when we had sketch TM?
I'm pretty sure you have one.
I'm sure we do, but I didn't
You
teach
do.
it.
You might. Yeah, like that I do not know about.
I didn't teach it, and I'm not going to teach it.
What do you mean fetch quests?
I mean, at least you have fly now.
That's true.
Yeah, there's what? Lost Joel. Well, Pokedoll. What's that? Lost item. That's the one.
Yeah.
Red Scale. Mystery Egg. Rising Badge. Is there any other? Well, I guess Zephyr Badge is kind of a fetch quest
Zephyr
in
badge as
itself.
well, yeah.
It's a little weird one, but it still is a backtrack quest.
Mm-hmm.
Funny thing is, most of them they're all early game basically, except for the lost item.
I mean, technically, the Kenya stuff is also a fish.
Nah.
I mean, it's not really an item, but you get given an item and then...
Yeah, you just deliver a Pokemon for the
It
god.
actually doesn't have to be that Pokemon. What it does is it actually looks at the mail contents.
Yeah, just don't toss the mail. You can actually toss that mail and basically soft lock
Well,
yourself.
It's not just tossing the mail. If you delete the mail's contents, that's also a problem because you're not able to rewrite. Even if you know the message or contents, because it's not hard. You can read the mail. The guy doesn't mind about that. The problem is that you're not able to actually reproduce it because of the spacing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually impossible to get that item.
And plus, you miss out on
do that.
2 checks as a result of that.
There are ways to sort of quasi-fix that, but it's not pretty. I know Vice once had a fix for that, but I don't know what was doing with it.
It's usually safer to just not take the mail off, but in some cases, especially with Squirt Bottle, you actually want to run the Kenya.
Yeah.
So it
That's
is
actually-
considered as a traded Pokemon, so it does
This is
get
actually very
double
convenient.
XP. Only need to be careful about obedience, but usually you get either Storm or Rising Badge early enough.
Yeah, I mean,
I
there
guess-
are- actually, even the Fog Badge is a good one. So the Obedience badges are Hive, Fog, Storm, and Rising. Hive starts you off at 30. Fog gets you up to 50. Storm is 70, and then Rising Badge is at all levels.
So, in context of badge order, it's the 2nd badge, the 4th badge, 5th badge, and then the last badge.
Yep.
For
Yeah,
anybody
well, I
wondering.
mean, the thing is badges 5 through 7 can begin in any order
Mm-hmm.
in the normal game, so it's sort of canonical 5th. Since you can get them in any order. It's a little bit of a strange thing, honestly.
It is.
Obedience is one of those things that you usually don't even consider until you actually do a run with traded Pokemon and end up
Yeah.
disobeying.
As soon as you
like
even go
using
one
wrong
level
moves and-
above, as soon as you go even one level above the obedience level, you have a less than 50% chance of using the move you want to use.
Kaboom!
And
Yeah.
and then from there, it gets worse. The Pokemon can fall asleep. Can also use the wrong move. Can confuse it can hit itself in confusion. It can just do nothing, aka loaf around. There are so many things that go wrong. So it's just generally best not to do it. I have done several runs before with that kind of thing on, and it was not fun. I'd like those 2 items, please. There.
You don't need those. You have 3 maxes.
3 is not very much.
Yeah. So I guess while we have a second, Kat, you want to go ahead and talk about our charity of choice, Child's Play, and what they benefit?
Yeah, so for anyone who's just joined the stream or maybe missed us talking about this before, Child's Play Charity is an organization that seeks to deliver gaming consoles and accessories to kids and hospitals, mainly aiming to give hospitalized children a chance to escape through video games. It's been in existence for a while now, over a decade at least, and they've done a lot of really good work. They've really helped a lot of kids. They've used their funding to really deliver on the wishes and I'm not sure what else to say about that. I'm not where I was going with that thought, but honestly, it's a really great charity. They do very good work, so please consider donating if you are able to. Right now we are at $610 raised. We're kind of pushing our goal to $700 by the end of the stream. Hopefully we can get there. Thanks to Oddlay, who just donated that $10 to push us closer to that goal.
Thank you so much, Adley.
Oddlay says, all thanks and praise to the powerful painting of a Bellsprout. So thanks for that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you can find more information about Child's Play at childsplay.org. And I'll put the link in chat.
Yeah, so I was talking about the Sprout Tower at in the back where we fought the Elder. If you go try to interact with the poster, it goes, it's a powerful painting of a Bellsprout.
It's true.
Bellsprout is Oddly's favorite Pokemon, if anyone couldn't figure it out.
Ow, that hurts. So, my main's allergic to rocks, I'll just say that.
Did you pick up a Charizard?
I picked up a Charmander in Victory Road, and I gave it 2 rare candies, and now it's a Charizard.
I figured
no,
it
you're
was level
back!
40s. I just didn't. I repelled it away. I was just like, I didn't feel like... I didn't want to get bajillion encounters, not in main switch at this point. Part of the thing about as you're fighting, you actually get a bunch of stat experience. Every Pokemon gives you a little bit of a stat experience, and with certain, the stat experience adds up to be kind of a few extra stats here and there. It's the equivalent of doing vitamins, but yeah. So the more you main switch, the less stat experience you'll have.
Yeah, another thing also to follow up with that as well, like in terms of experience, like the main difference between like the Pokemon that we've chosen in regards to like who we're running and whatnot is because legendaries actually have terrible experience in terms of like what they can gain and stuff like that. There's a legendary EXP curve that legendaries suffer from, and which is why like they level up much slower and whatnot, so it's really terrible in some situations, of course.
Actually,
like,
so Pokemon generally have much varied experience stuff, but one of the things we've done is we've standardized the experience curve, so all non-legendary Pokemon have a medium slow, I believe, experience curve,
I think that's correct.
Which is one of the more optimal ones compared to the legendaries, which have just slow.
Yeah. The reason that is done is basically just to make more Pokemon viable to run. Like, some of the stuff has so terrible experience curves that they just wouldn't be viable at all.
I mean, legendaries actually have even worse experience normally. Oh wow, this... Oof, I don't like any of this that I've gotten. Ooh.
That's a sequence of items.
I just like everything about that sequence. I'll let you know.
So, main switch?
Thinking emoji?
Maybe.
Let's see what it is. I mean, could be worse. Also, could be a lot better.
I wonder what Snowbear could be main switching to.
I mean, there's like 2 options at this point of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I still wanted that Kingdra I saw in the first route.
You did try to get it.
I did try to get it. But it...
Now, what would it have had? I wonder.
my rival had that kind of stuff, so honestly, it would have had TMs.
Fair. I mean, Waterfall was pretty early.
I would have actually taught that. It wouldn't have been a problem.
Kingdra at level, what was it? 3?
Yeah. So in the early game, we had that forcefully good early wilds, which means the early Pokemon under 10 were all evolved.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, everything below level 10 is fully evolved, basically, on the wild.
That's actually
with the
pretty
exception of
hilarious.
Scyther, which remains a
Yeah.
Scyther as opposed to Scizor. It's a little
Because
weird.
Scyther is
quirk.
just better.
Yeah, generally speaking, yes. Well, it's easier to run.
Yeah.
It has less.
Having quad weakness to fire is...
Yeah, it's pretty detrimental. It loses most of its speed, gets changed into attack and a little bit of an extra attack, but a lot more defense.
Yep. Hey, that's a key item.
I do have Sketch, but I don't. This is still not great. This is still not great movesets. Ugh, gross.
Ingra would have learned Sketch at level 8.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what its rarity moveset was. I'm sure it would have been good enough.
It would have been good enough. Let's just say that.
I had a Flamethrower TM and the Dragon Breath TM from the start, so regardless,
Yeah.
those 2 moves would have been taught.
Yeah, I mean, Dragon Breath on a Kingdra, it can work. Because it's
I mean,
stab.
Flamethrower is good. Kingdra's one of those few Pokemon that you can. It's the same attack and special attack, so it can be run either or.
Yeah.
Today's stream is brought to you by the letter Y.
As in, why are we playing a Snowbear ROM?
Friendly reminder, Unknown has better stats than Curly.
That line never tires me.
Yeah.
And the letter N.
Oh, very nice. What, is it trying to spell you something? YN?
Yes,
No.
and no.
Next.
Yes and no.
Yeah. Now, does it answer the question?
I mean, I did go to New York recently, so.
I can't remember the last time I've been to New York. It has been quite a while.
Never been. Obviously, I do have quite a distance.
I'm just
How many
cutting in
thousand?
to thank myself for donating $5, which I've done because I went to the Child's Play website, realized it had been in operation now for 20 years, and they've really expanded their services and have been doing a lot more than I realized, and I was not a very good advocate, so now they get $5 from me.
Hey, every little bit does help, and thank you so much for that, Kat. We really do appreciate it, and everybody for donating as well. Thank you for making magFAST a resounding success and also helping out for a tremendous cause. Coming down the home stretch here.
Yeah, both of them are doing really long checks right now. I personally don't dislike either of these, even though some people might think otherwise, but...
Are
I
you in
mean-
denial about a certain route he's doing?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't even. need to
I didn't
see
hear
him
anything
doing
either,
it.
so...
I don't even need to hear him saying it to know what he. to know that
Oh.
reference.
Yeah, it's tough to say which main is better at this point. Like, Nate has few extra levels, but the quad weakness is always kinda iffy.
He also, he can also
Especially
get
on-
stabs.
Yeah,
Flame,
I guess
I'm
that.
sure his moveset's probably better than mine. Mine
Yeah.
sadly has not changed in quite a while, and it has been mostly bad.
Yeah, my main has at least stat. Oh, hello. That's gonna hurt.
Oh, at least they're faster.
Yeah, no.
Someone threw rocks at him.
No, something hit me with Thunderbolt, and I'm gonna sketch that right now. Oh, wait, never mind.
Someone didn't teach sketch.
That's fine, I have
I know you have to get hit by the move. You can't
Yeah.
switch in after death and use.
Alright. The strats. The strats.
This is why you stock up on revives.
Yeah, I'm using both of my max revives for this occasion.
The
That's
most
why
important TM is the
Lugia
other is
summon.
one TM that I have in my bag,
Yeah,
which is
I'm
the
gonna
sleep
do this.
move. That is actually the most important move.
There we go. Sketch Thunderbolt.
Yeah, we
All
saw,
is right in the world now.
we saw Nate's Lugia actually surviving that stab Thunderbolt. That's why Lugia is pretty annoying to see because it just doesn't die.
It has 154 base special defense.
What
it
is this Jolteon? My gosh.
Thunderbolt crunch.
It's one of those notorious Pokemon that even if it's severely underleveled, it will not go down.
No, you get rocks thrown at you. Nice fight.
Yeah, and I
man.
just got hit with a critical hit.
Did it get a boost too?
I don't think it got the boost.
It might have been faster with the boost. Maybe not.
I don't
don't
care.
know.
I don't
You
care.
don't-
It's worth it. At least I was able to use Sketch.
I know, right?
That's
And
indeed
sketch a
worth
good
it.
move.
I don't teach sketch usually because by the time it
It's
gets around,
usually
it's usually
just a
not
dead move.
used.
Yeah, it's a dead move that you always wait for something better, and then when you finally find something, it's gonna extreme speed you anyway,
And
and
most
you're
of the
gonna
time,
sketch
right
that.
now, when I'm fighting, things aren't usually living, so
There's also
doesn't
that.
exactly help either. I don't get to see moves.
What would you even sketch? Like psychic?
Thunderbolt. I would
I
sketch an
guess.
electric move. That would be my go-to thing to sketch at this point.
Yeah,
Honestly, I would take most any special move.
Yeah, with flamethrower, ice moves aren't that important because grass is
Yeah.
covered anyway, so you
It's
definitely
more
want
having
electric.
water. Having the
Electric.
water move is water electric is pretty good coverage. I mean, electric, ice, water is perfect coverage, but water electric is good enough.
Yeah, like my moveset right now is Surf Thunderbolt, Crunch, and Flamethrower. That's essentially perfect coverage right there.
It's everything at least neutrally.
Mhm.
That's what we mean by perfect coverage.
Yeah, there's different ways of combining it. So water normal is perfectly neutral coverage. Electric ice, water or electric ice fire is, ooh, jingle skip is
Yeah, he
So I-
skips a jingle there because
I'm
it
going
doesn't-
to assume.
okay. Yeah, this is a
that
little
Snowbear's in
thing.
the
You're saying
basement.
you're gonna have to perhaps address that. That was something I saw earlier, but
Oh yeah, those need to open.
well, I mean, it's not gonna open because I didn't get that item.
Yeah, but they should open still if you just talk.
Yeah, it should. I shouldn't be doing this, but every time I've delayed it, it's come back to get me.
Yeah, I'm going to assume that Snowbear does have a slight progression lead and items and stuff like that. That's my assumption, but again, I'm doing what I can.
It's
really
hard
tough
to follow
say.
imagine of
It's-
both of us because we're doing wildly
Yeah,
different
it's
things.
really tough to say since you've done different things. It also depends where the remaining items are.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and again, the magic number again is 16, which is the number of badges that we need, and then all 3 pieces of Pokegear.
Yep.
We already
Also-
have our access to West Kanto, so we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Things are living more than I like.
Ideally, you would.
I don't want to teach right now. I don't want to teach Zap Cannon or Blizzard right now, but I'll have those and Sleep Move for the end. Those wildly inaccurate moves are very good for red, but I'm already using X accuracy. Having the Sleep Move is actually the most important move for red.
Ooh, all right.
Having 5
because-
PP and missing is just awful.
Yeah, it's
Oh, well, that's something. Guess I should mark it now, so that way I got everything on the tracker. Oh, I'm in agony right
but yeah, one of the small things is about that.
Yep.
But yeah, the sleep moves to kind of continue the point. Before I kind of stop talking. Because Red has 2 forest stores he'll use on his ace. Because we're going to be under leveled compared to that, we still are going to need to set up X items. That's why having X items is actually really critical with these kind of things. It makes it go so much faster. The easiest way to set up is to put him to sleep. So once you put him to sleep, he'll use his restorative item. In this case, he's got 2 full restores. So once you bait out the full restorers, then because the Pokemon's asleep, it's gonna lose its turn, assuming it doesn't wake up. So
Nice randomizer. Why?
And another thing also to clarify with that as well is that the full restores can only be used on Red's lead, so it can't be used on any of the other 5 Pokemon in this party.
if he were to increase the levels, so that they're all the same level, he will use it on any of the Pokemon.
Yeah, that's one of the only exceptions, but in a normal randomizer like this, then yeah, Red only uses it on his lead.
Yep. We don't really use increased levels except for the warp randomizer. I mean, some people do that. It just makes early game really hard. Like, after you get X items, it doesn't matter that much anymore.
Yeah.
But early game is really hard. I think the max you can do is 1.5 levels, right?
Yes.
Alright. I'm sure you've done this already, and I'm very much behind.
I don't know. I am just focused on trying to beat this.
Yeah. Ah, there's the letter Y, so yeah, that confirms that you've been here.
I have seen the letter N twice also.
And why?
Ah, there's the letter N.
Yeah, I wonder.
I wonder which unknown I'll encounter next.
To answer your question on delay, what happens if you increase the trainer Pokemon levels 1.5 twice? It does do 1.5 the levels that were already 1.5.
It rounds up, yeah.
Yeah. It always rounds up. Yeah, that's something to mention, I guess.
We used to have safety controls where you couldn't re-randomize a randomized ROM, but that seems to have gone lost in some of the more recent editions. When I say safety, it was more just to...
It's always fun to go to the first trainer and notice that he has level 4 and level 3 and level 6.
Yeah, or...
And then obviously if you do the 1.5 on top of that, then it's 5 and... 5 and what? 5 and 9? Yeah,
Well,
5 and 9.
it keeps, Actually, well, I don't know. But... It's multiplicative, and it also rounds up. So
Yep.
if you have, for example, someone at 3, the Pokemon would be level 5, because it's 3 plus 2 is 5.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the math. The amount of math I'm going to do on stream. I have learned that if you try to do math on stream, it does not end well. It is not that I dislike math, I just know that it does
Math
not
is
end well.
hard. It was one of my favorite subjects growing up, and it still is. But yeah, math can be complicated at times.
Math hard, brain hurt.
So, since we're approaching that 2-hour mark, how are you feeling, Nate? Feeling good about this run?
So far I feel very good. It's a matter of trying to complete the rest of the checks that I have. I have a few checks that I don't like, but I would not be objected to doing them, because if that's what I have to do, then, so be it.
What about you, Snowbear?
Doing okay. I am just ready to do everything at this point. The last several times I've had to pretty much gather every item. So, I mean, that's what happens when we have a bunch of these badges that are, for example, that can be anywhere. And so out of the 16 badges, 9 of them can have no restrictions about where they can be, because they don't lock any progression items in themselves. So it is somewhat tricky.
Yeah, it's literally could be anywhere at this point. Well, okay, not anywhere, watching their trackers.
But I do know one thing for sure, that we will definitely, like, at this pace, if we keep it up, then we will definitely finish, both of us will finish under the 245 estimate that we have requested for this race.
Yeah, I mean, with the start you both got 245 is basically impossible to go over, even if it's hundo.
Yeah.
Unless Red is really mean.
Snowbear has a habit of 100%ing most ROMs, so...
I mean, I get done things a little bit, I think, sometimes a little more efficiently than you, but...
I mean,
I'm
that's true,
still
yeah.
by no means anywhere close to
Also-
being the best with these.
Also, happy 2 hours, everyone.
Happy 2 hours
Happy
indeed.
2 hours.
This just means we have 45 minutes left to try and hit that Child's Play donation goal of $700, so
My
keep it
average
coming,
has been-
everyone.
My average once upon a time was close to low 2 hours, but because of these 100% ROMs, I've been doing 100% seeds. I have been getting closer and closer to 2 hours. I have 2 hours 20 minutes as my average now. Oof.
Yeah.
It hurts my soul.
So let's see.
Basically,
based on-
like, average is the only way to compare if you want to compare in this.
I have single-digit checks left.
Single digits, eh?
Alright, so I might as well do this. This is a big density of checks that I can get done right here.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget also, if one of us does finish Snowbear, just make sure that you call time.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh.
I can't wait to see the number of bonks that I got throughout the course of this run.
Oh, I'm not looking forward to my number. It is horrendous, especially since I got lost in the dark places several times.
Well, I mean, with my movement and stuff like that, I mean, I expect my bonk count to be high as well, so you don't have to
Mine
worry
is-
about that.
Oh, mine is just high always.
Yeah,
Lost in the Dark Places is a really great title for a memoir, Snowbear. I'm just gonna that one.
I might have to take up about that. You know, I might have to do that. We'll see.
Yeah, this is really. I don't think there's much difference between the amount of checks you guys have left, so
No,
it's definitely one of those that comes down to who does the right thing
yeah.
first. Or I guess if it's like E4, just who clears the board faster.
Honestly, at
basically.
this point, it might. Knowing my luck, I might have to just beeline it. Knowing my luck lately, it's just been.
Alright, well, this confirms one thing for me. May as well get this out of the way now.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, this is usually the stage where you start considering all the Kanto gym leaders that drop only 1 or 2 items. Also, since they're missing only item or 2, it's like considerable since they can be in what we call co-mode.
Yeah. No! Stop protecting yourself.
And anyway, like, since they're running different things, Red could just be really mean to one and not the other.
That is true.
I mean, there's always a possibility. We have different weaknesses, so there can be different ways to get both of us.
Yeah.
The biggest thing I'm scared about is either a psychic or an earthquake.
Yeah, I'm
Probably
scared
more
of
scared of the
rocks.
earthquake than the. Well, psychic would be more annoying.
Alright, well, I guess I'm getting this out of the way now, too.
Yeah, it's a reasonable play.
Alright, I'm gonna have to do setup here.
I guess we kind of glossed over X items earlier. Like, they are really powerful.
Yeah.
I don't think many people who play these quote-unquote casually understand even how powerful they are.
Yeah, yeah, going up 2 stages doubles your stat, so it makes a
Yeah.
big difference. I think it's 2 for doubling,
Yeah, it is.
and then then 2 more for 3 times your stat, then 2 more, and then the max is 4 times. So it's very strong.
Is it?
I think
I don't remember.
X is plus.
Something
That's
like
times
that. But
4.
yeah, it's regardless, it multiplies your stat.
Yeah, so
greatly.
it's a big deal. So, you know, the biggest deal in this game is that there is no X special defense. So
Mhm.
special moves are especially strong because you cannot defend against them as easy as you can defend against physical moves. And because of these early generations, it was they were different based off of the typing. So, based on the typing of the move, determines whether it's physical or special.
All right.
Yep, that is go mode.
Ah, shucks. See, I'm not quite there yet.
And never say never. This could end very badly.
Yeah,
I'm
there is
still
a
amazed
notable
by his
notable race in the last year's tournament that all 3 racers in a tiebreak were stuck on red for like, I don't know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes,
Yeah,
just because that one view. So there is always a chance.
there is always a chance.
Also, you know, it's if someone throws a single rock, Charizard is just gonna faint. So you know.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah. I'm not even bothering the flash.
Ooh, I see, doing little swag things.
Of course.
I think I've lost a significant amount of time because my moveset is strictly inferior to his, that I've not been one-hitting things as many times as he has. There's certain types of Pokemon that have just been really getting me.
Right, I am starting red.
Yeah, this is really good start time. Considering.
That's fine. I'm gonna defend.
Long as that
Oh,
doesn't stab.
that's pretty annoying. Okay.
Oh, okay, I see.
That's pretty bad. Da, 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 da. Well, I can't do the rest of the song because of, you know. Alright, I'm gonna have to heal here. Alright, I think that's good enough to burn off a full restore, so we'll do that. Add another X special.
Yeah. This is like with these moves. This is annoying, but this is like you can deal with it.
Yeah. I mean, this is fine as long as I don't get crit.
Yeah. But at least it doesn't have like stab something
Yeah,
ridiculous.
which is good. Like the worst move I could see here is Haze, but you know that's not saying much.
Yeah. AI likes to use Haze as soon as you get the +3 anyway, so
Yeah.
it would have used it already if it had it.
Oh, well, that would have been convenient.
Where is it? Where is it?
I think I know where to go, just based off of what he was mentioning.
Do you?
Oh.
Alright. Now we should be good. I'm gonna slap one more on here to be safe.
Yeah. Definitely wanna be safe, especially when you're almost fully set up.
Yep. I'm fully set up now.
Yeah.
Shucks, I'm gonna have to really
Someone-
gamble.
Charizard at this level could probably... You need like 2x speeds and probably wanna do a full 6 specials.
Yeah, that's,
Oh, yeah,
that's what I
definitely
ended up
wanna
doing.
do. Yeah, definitely wanna do full 6 specials.
Ah, shucks, I think I caught wind of it a little bit later. Oh.
As mentioned earlier, sleep move does help a lot. You can get free setups, well, free turns to set up. Especially Spore, since you don't actually have to even exact at any point, since that's
Alright, I'm gonna call time.
guaranteed.
Ah, GG then.
And
Okay.
1 second here. Wait until the time appears on screen.
Ah,
And
GG.
Time.
That is official
I'll
race
finish it off
race
then.
time of 2:11:20
Oh,
for an
so
8.
hard.
Now we can see how
308 bombs,
good
that's
this-
not bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
mine's gonna be much higher.
Only 3 special on the Charizard. Ew.
That was. I mean, at least it
Oh, at least the good news is,
Well-
I switched off the Gengar, and it only had one special.
Oh yeah.
So,
One
how much
special
progression
promotion.
do you have left, Snowbear?
Nothing.
He's
figured when
gonna
you set
get
the
right now
setup,
his last
when you
patch.
said you were setting up, I figured that's where I needed to go. I just was being stubborn.
Yep,
And did one more
that was my last
thing.
badge.
Hey, at least it wasn't E4.
Not
Yeah.
this time.
Not this time, at
I
least.
only had a little bit left, but
Yeah, I kind of figured this would have been the last place you guys would have checked, but Nate ended up doing it reasonably early, so.
hmm.
And Snowbear obviously could interfere where it was. Like.
Yeah, I was still busy doing some other checks that I know Nate had done.
Yeah, little quirk, it's slightly, very slightly faster to go from
As
Victory
long as you
Road.
don't bonk.
If you don't bonk, yeah.
I
if you
think I was
bonk,
clean
it's-
there actually, which was a
Yeah.
rare time for me to have clean movement.
The movement from Viridian is much easier, so most of the time for most people, it's probably gonna end up being faster. Yeah. Didn't see double dark Mount Silver.
No, I'm in the interest of trying to finish this up.
It's okay. Sub 220 is definitely on the table. You got this.
No,
Yeah.
it's not a problem.
I don't
Not
s-
whether I got it or not.
Yeah.
Fine.
I don't think you're gonna have. I mean, it does have ground move technically.
That's a rock move, by the way.
Oh yeah, it is.
Who
Right.
would have thought?
I should
who
know.
would have thought that?
I should know this. I've played bingos with that goal. I should know this.
Who would have thought that Sketch actually ended up being one of the big difference makers for my moveset, because Thunderbolt came in clutch for a lot of situations,
Yeah, Thunderbolt
Especially-
definitely helped you.
especially on Red's lead.
Yeah, and the second poke too. That probably would have survived anything else.
Yeah.
I wanna say at least. It was 77 that came out second, right? I think.
So I will let
Oh
you know.
my gosh, please go back to sleep and stay asleep. We'll just go. I don't have time to.
I think I.
Ugh.
So I'll let you know what checks I have left while you're doing this. So for anybody wondering what checks I have remaining, I have the Soft Sand Girls, I have All Clear's Gym and Dragon's Den, I have Pewter City, which is Brock's Gym, and Route 4, and then obviously Elite 4.
Shoot, I used the wrong move and that punished me. Oof. Oops.
So
That was a wrong move.
And the only key items
Yeah.
I did not pick up were the Secret Potion and Whirlpool.
Yeah, I think.
neither of you
Silver.
got neither of those. Yeah, I can actually check where they were.
I
Yeah,
just
probably
had Rock
Mount
and Route
Silver,
4 left, honestly.
So the King Droll would have had cross chop flame wheel.
I mean, that would have been good enough, anyways.
Uh,
So I
what was
have
it?
no setup. This is. Oh boy, please.
Secret Potion was actually Blackthorn City Gym Badge.
Well, we couldn't get that one.
So we couldn't get that unless we
Yeah,
had
because
Whirlpool.
Whirlpool, which was in Mount Silver. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you?
so we had to
This
get 16
gameplay
badges
is-
in order to
oh
get
gosh.
Whirlpool and get access to Dragon's Den.
Yep.
Oh my gosh,
pretty
how are
much.
you paralyzing me so many times? Please, game. It's a 30% chance with that move, not a 100% chance.
You know that when the opponent uses it, it's undo.
Oh,
And if you use it, it's like 5.
And time.
What a
Oof.
time, GG.
Yeah. 2:16:21.
Wow, very close race. 5 minutes within each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, oof. This was not.
Congratulations to both of you.
Thank you, thank you. What a fun race.
Yep, that was a lot of fun.
So
Sorry
what
to
were
hear
the
about some frustration, Snowbear, but I guess that's randomizers
it's
for you.
it's just how it be. It do be
Oh,
the
yeah.
rando. It was just a little rough at the end there. Yeah, that's what happens. It's all about, as we mentioned, that it doesn't being in the lead doesn't matter. It's who gets the last item first.
Yeah, and also trying to figure out like which plays you want to make, and also trying to figure out like, if you need this or this item is required or whatnot. Actually, Morty ended up not being a scam today.
Yep.
You could go without doing that, I believe.
No, because Ho-Oh Chamber had a badge.
Right, no, but
Oh.
you could have. You just need plain badge strength.
Yeah, for a card key.
I had more badges than the Ho Chamber.
Well, GG's on the race. It was a lot of fun, and yeah, everybody that donated throughout the course of today's Saturday Showcase run. Again, thank you so much for.
Yeah, we are wrapping up donations at $615, so that's it's not too shabby.
Yeah, we did very well today, I would say. Like, it was a fun race. We were able to help for a good cause. And again, to everybody that donated, thank you so much for donating for a tremendous cause. And we'll continue to do that with every Saturday showcase that magFAST presents.
What do we have coming up next week? Let's take a look.
Let us take a look indeed.
Checking the sign-up schedule, it looks like we might have some Spyro the Dragon next week with Debbie and John, if that all
Ooh,
works out.
nice. Yeah, I
No
remember Debbie being at magFAST last month, so that should be a very exciting run, and we'll definitely have a lot more Saturday Showcase runs coming up here on magFAST, so if you are not following the channel already, please be sure to follow.
Follow the channel, follow the Twitter at GoMagFast so you can see what start time gets announced for Spyro. Watch out for more cool marketing things from Michelle. And yeah, great run, guys. Thanks so much for that.
No problem. Thank you so much for having
Thank
us.
you.
I really do appreciate it.